Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is the Wolf, and I'm casting a game between Boxhill, Red Terran on the top left of Jungle Basin versus his opponent, Rulke. Rulke, blue Protoss, bottom right, blue bottom right. Going with the Protoss Air coolness, this is going to have a game featuring some awesome Protoss Air micro, and so we're going to kind of enjoy some of that, and it's versus a Terran opponent. So, I've also increased my frames per second very slightly. While preloading the replay, I was able to watch it, and it's actually gone up probably like 5 frames per second. So I don't think while it's running fraps it really makes that much of a difference, but I turned off like the last thing that could slow down the game at all in the graphic settings. It was like something about to do with the mouse being less responsive, so it seems pretty responsive to me, a little less, but whatever. I'll make the sacrifice for you guys. But if I misclick something, I'm like, dude, check out that Marauder's health, and it's a Marine. Sorry. Deal with it. So to start off, I have a bit of an announcement here. I did indeed not go lazy and start up my bank account for the computer. And I transferred $100 into it to start off. We put in $50 every month, including this month. And then I also put all the money in my piggy bank into it, which is $22.15. So at the beginning of every video, or maybe the end, I haven't decided yet, I'm going to have a little caption. It will say what the current amount in that bank account is. And so you guys can see what the total is, and you'll be like, yeah, awesome. It's going up. Appreciation, donations will be appreciated but not necessary. Every bit of money that goes into that though will help me out. And a little bit of heads up for you guys, money that goes into that account, well, I may have to take some of the donations and pay myself back with them, and then in the future, well, I mean, it depends on how much is donated before I buy it. So I intend to try to buy it in mid-February. Going to stop following that because it just always lags on the computer. So I intend to buy it mid-February or so, and the money will go towards a new computer first, and then it will go towards Sony Vegas or something similar editing software so I can cover up this hideous replay bar that you guys all dislike, I'm sure. And then it will go towards tournaments. I figured it'd be a good way to use it, because I don't really want to take your guys' money and use it on myself. I'm sure, I mean, I'll be using the computer. It's not like I won't be benefiting from the computer, but I want to take the money that goes into that and spend it on you guys. So we'll see if I can we'll see how that works. It's probably going to be over a year or so while this channel kind of evolves into the new and super. So we did have a it feels like a fast barracks going down. It's probably a standard though. And we also, pretty standard by the Protoss player, nothing too extreme for either side yet. Actually, he does have gas before assimilator. That is a very big difference there. So, kind of a gas-heavy build, which if you do 2-gate, this build won't be viable anymore after the actual buff to Phoenix. It won't work anymore because Phoenix will be built so much faster. Currently, it's 2-gate Zealots. It's kind of lagging, probably because it's pre-patch if you guys didn't notice. So yeah, and let the game catch up. Anyway, 2-gate Zealots and 2-Stargate Phoenix is actually a build you can do. Seriously? It's like loads, and there's a probe running through the middle of the map. That's better. Yeah, so 2-gate Zealot, 2-gate Stargate used to be an effective build. Probably now it's going to change to make Phoenix more of a counter unit and less of a harass unit. So it's probably going to be 3-gate Stargate will be the future kind of thing. We'll see how that works though. Hard to say for sure. 3-gate like Zealot heavy. But with there's actually being a buff for Phoenix by 10 seconds. Look at this like baller probe. He's like, dude, I got a scout for ire. He's like, check out the Marines. They're coming over some early aggression. Get that there. Yeah, there we go. God, I can't help it. I just like to click on things, and that freezes up the game. Boxhill, you're a bitch with your Marine aggression. He's like, Dad, you don't even know. Marines are just this strong. And so he did have a Zealot being made. Doesn't have another one being made. Jeez, I hate this lag. I hate when it lags up during old replays. Yeah, he's got a Zealot. You guys can see it's coming down now. Poor fella's really out of position. He should have another one or a Stalker being chroma boosted. Yes, good. But those Marines are going to start shooting some things. Fortunately for him, he's dumb and shoots on a pylon. So fortunately for the Terran player, though, he's going to move into some probes to be shot at. So I love this. They're shooting the probes, and then there's a Zealot. It's like, shit, we probably stop running into the Zealot. So pretty good control and luck from the Protoss player. All of his probes will do just fine here, and then he'll be able to push back this force and get a little bit of an edge at the beginning. The Terran player did do what he wanted to do though. He expanded while attacking. One reaction to expand, which is a pretty popular build, especially if it features ghosts, because ghosts are so awesome. We do have a Stalker and a Zealot for the Protoss players, so I think that he could do some counter push here if he'd like to. We'll see if he does. The Sentry is that final component to that 1-1-1 starter that really makes it more effective. So, and yeah, there are two 1-1-1s. I usually call, like, generally I start off my Protoss games 1-1-1, Protoss, Zealot, Stalker, and then Sentry. But there is the Protoss build 1-1-1. We have 2 Stargates being thrown down and a couple Sentries here. Big things about this build is currently I wouldn't suggest practicing it a lot because it won't be around for much longer, but you don't actually need warp gate technology and you won't be needing that many Sentries, just a couple to make it more effective. So it's a build I usually use against Zerg though, not Terran, because you know, Marines, they kill stuff. Fortunately, we see the Terran player's dumb and goes for super big Marauder. Yeah, go Marauders. They're overpowered. Seriously, Terran players, don't make any other units, just mass Marauders and then flip his shit. I send over a Void Ray, like, rah! You do the foo face. So I actually have dinner at my mom's tonight. She's a nice lady, even though she's kind of scary. So you guys won't be seeing this replay until later tonight when I get home. I'll compress it and upload it. I tried to do small replays, but apparently when it doesn't have much files of information, that just means it's really long. Nope, just really small. Really small. Nope, just really small. I got a haircut today too. I look so awesome. So sexy. Hello ladies. I'm sexy. Yeah. There's the 4 HP Marines. Like, dude, I want to take them stim pack. This is the best. You know, I was thinking today, would you guys like me to troll cast something? Just do an entire cast of that troll voice. I'm sure... Actually, I'm going to take away... You guys can't say yes to that. I'm sure you'd like to see it, but I definitely don't want to overuse that voice because I want to keep it around forever. You know, it's like, oh, troll voice! And then I'll do a troll cast, you'll be like, troll voice.
Dude, you don't even know, okay? I've been casting games for a lot longer than you, so I'd appreciate it if you would just not be talking about it, okay? Problem viewer facts.
Tech labs are so weird. They don't make any sense. Like realistically, the concept of making Marines out of a barracks doesn't make any sense. But then you add a tech lab and suddenly you can put more armor on them, and then you can make Reapers. I was wondering, he kind of went for a faster factory there. I mean, sure, it's kind of like, you know, he's going for MMM, but it feels like he could have actually gone for the Nitro packs. So, kind of sad to see Reapers so nerfed so much. Oh, there's some Phoenix. Yes, that's what this is all about. Was Phoenix control? We're gonna see some Phoenix control. Make sure, guys, if you see some SCV building something, if you just pick it up and then cancel it, it will actually stop building. But of course, it's better to pick it up and just kill it. 4 or 5 is all you need to. There you go, beautiful. Half supply depot, not good for the Terran player. Catching a Marine out of position, he's got to back up though. This is a really Marauder-heavy army, so just like fighting against Banelings, he'll be able to really abuse its Marine-lessness. And of course, I think he's going to start making more Marines like shit. He's going to flip his shit. I wonder if you can pick up an Urskadas. I just wondered that. Bert, you're scaring me, Bert. Unfortunately, we got some, what are they called? Missile turrets going down, but he saves his Phoenix with 18 HP. Phoenix are really pretty effective. Fortunately, you cannot magic box them that well. And so, you know, delaying this over and over again, great control, great pickups. You know, you want to hit this stuff. It's really hard to cancel the thing for me. I never was able to do it. We do have a push to the front. Great diversion. Get his entire army out of position, and then the Phoenix should be able to help up, clean up the Marines. Taking out the add-ons first would be the best to focus that. At least, I think it might die. And then there goes another force field. So sweet usage there. A little too zealot heavy to really abuse that, but needs to just take out as many buildings as he can. Just got Marines coming. And the Phoenix should be able to pick up the Marines and do some damage. There, the stem's gone now, so moving in to do some damage. Great control by the Protoss player here, able to pick up all that shit. I'm like talking all seriously. Pick up all that shit. He needs to definitely back up with these Phoenix though. They're not going to do any good. Goodbye, goodbye. Back up, back up, back up, back up. And then he does some more damage. Like, fuck you.
You don't even know, dude. I use Protoss here all the time, so I'm pretty sure I know a little bit more about Protoss.
Fortunately, you can see the drawbacks of excellent Phoenix control is no. So thinking about the future, guys, 2-gate Stargate, 2-gate Star, damn it, 2-gate 2-star isn't going to be a viable build anymore because, I mean, with the build decrease, it just won't work. And so, I mean, like, it kind of would, but you have a lot of idleness in your buildings. it's actually easier to control your Phoenix if you have just gateways. And I'm usually an advocate for freezing the game. I'm usually an advocate for the warp gate. It's a really good upgrade, but the extra 50 gas can actually really boost your Phoenix. You can get it out quite a bit faster, and you don't really want warp gates when you're doing this build. You just need gateways. Of course, as the game progresses, you want to try to pick up that upgrade when you're focusing on the harass. Great job catching a medevac out of position. It's just armored, so it's going to kill it real fast. Beautiful there. Beautiful play. So now we just got some MM versus ZS Phoenix, which you guys know what ZS is, so.
You guys don't even know that.
And Vikings aren't even that good against, I mean, they're better than Banshees for sure, but Vikings aren't that good against Phoenix. Unfortunately, what he really needs is Colossus Forge. I was able to take expansion while moving out, getting ready. Unfortunately, his army's definitely really weak right now. Needs to make sure to use them force fields. But with this great Phoenix control, I'm pretty sure we're going to see some good force field usage here. So, come on, ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done. You guys need to use force field. Stem, there goes the stem, backing up. Beautiful play. You can't just stand there and fight a stemmed army unless you have to. It will kill you. So, force field's going down. Going to take out the Viking first. And good control here, letting his Phoenix just soak up some damage and then moving them back. Snipe out that Viking. Come on, guys. It's range 9. There we go. And so there's only 2 Marines left. If he snipes him out, there we go. There we go. Just 1 Marine left. Take out that bitch. Here's like,
Dude, I'm coming to heal you guys. What's going on, dude?
and now that there's no Marines, MM is actually kind of weak to Phoenix, but you got to have really good micro. Definitely. You can't not have good micro with Phoenix around. 1-on-1 actually works pretty well against PvP. I'm thinking it might be a future build order. So Robotics, Gateway, and Stargate, Phoenix, Immortal, and Voiders, and you need them, and a lot of Zealots. So, and a couple Sentries and Observers. So see how that changes in the near future. Oh dang, what was I thinking about? Yeah, the Phoenix are actually pretty good against MM, but you have to really have good micro, and at a certain point in the game, once you get Colossus and Phoenix out, then you become very hard to stop as a Protoss player. So that's one of the biggest reasons we have such weakness in our tech, is that if we got everything out like Terran players did or Zerg players did, then people will just lose every game. It's like, if everything came out of the same tier 2 building, you guys would just lose. I'm sorry about it. I'm going to make an Immortal, and then I'm going to make a Phoenix out of the same building. No. Still got some good protection here. Want to make sure you have a lot of protection so you don't get pregnant. Haha. Not funny. You got one of you's probably pregnant and like flipping a bitch at me now. What the hell? That's not cool to say. So I'm sorry. I love you. I was just thinking about how many views Kanga got for some reason. I don't know why that is. Back up. Back up. Best thing he could do, I think he's trying to poke the waters, abusing his shields and trying to get his opponent to stem up. If you can get him to stem and then fall back with those Phoenix, that's perfect. Exactly what you want to do. We do have no Colossus. Definitely it's Colossus or Storm at this point in the game. Medevacs, just the way they heal makes me angry and scream and stuff like that. I think he's interested in expanding soon. Both players are probably looking to take an expansion as their mains are doing okay, I assume. A little bit later for the Protoss, and he's way better at macroing up than his opponent is. So Protoss player definitely wants to expand in the not too far future. Terran player, why won't you expand? I don't know. You're crazy. You're Terran player. I don't know. I like looking at this guy's name, Boxhill. It reminds me of that person, Boxy, but I don't really know much about Boxy other than I'm not trolling. I'm Boxy or whatever. Stem, great stem there by the Terran player. We're gonna watch some beautiful force fields be like,
Bitch, you don't have the right to go up the ramp.
oh, beautiful micro by Rulke. Look at this. Guardian Shield. Don't forget, guys, Guardian Shield isn't actually a sphere, a semi-sphere. It actually is a cylinder. Every unit that's above this circle and it goes on to infinity will be protected by the Guardian Shield. So really abuse that. I mean, Guardian Shield makes Phoenix a lot more deadly, especially because Marines are the biggest threat to them. And a couple more force fields going down, trapping those poor Marines. Oh well, they deserve it. Man, those Vikings are just definitely not in a happy place. Like,
Dude, you don't even know.
so we got the first Colossus out. Great thermal lance is being done. Colossus out. A little bit of macro field by the Protoss player, but great control by his sentries and his Phoenix. Excellent control of his units. I like his Hotkey usage is definitely not up to par. That's okay though. Way better than the Terran players. Hang out. Why would you have all the barracks and like different hotkeys? There's no advantage to that nowadays. Engagement going down, trying to snipe out things before the stim comes on. The stim's on now, and weakening them for the Colossus Plus. Just taking all those kills. Tasty, tasty Marines. Colossus, Phoenix, Stalker is really hard to stop. And Thors are actually the biggest threat to Phoenix. You definitely don't want to put them right here. If that guy had paid great attention and told his Thors to focus on one Phoenix, he would be down quite a bit of Phoenix because they do so much damage to light air and they clump up so heavily. So you got 1 Void Wraith, 4, 5 Phoenix. They're all pretty low on HP, but great micro. 3 kills, 3 kills, 4 kills, 4 kills, 6 kills. So definitely no small part due to the Phoenix control. Getting a lot of stalkers here. Good macro by the Protoss player, whose name I don't want to say. I'll screw it up. But boxhill, I'll say his name all day. Getting some siege tanks. Interesting choice there. Dude, he's got a lot of Phoenix. What do you think? I'll just get siege tanks. Why so serious?
Why so serious, guys? You know what? I'm a better voice actor than you. I've been practicing this for a long time, so I'd appreciate it if you just be quiet, okay?
What does the Terran player see? Damn it, I never do that right. Oh, he does see that, so good view there. Hopefully he sees it. Well, actually, I hope he just dies. Stupid Terran player. Fortunately for us, we get to see the Void Ray charge up. Void Rays are actually really good nowadays against a lot of things. They're pretty effective. They're definitely not as good as they used to be overall, but once they charge up, they're even more deadly. So, does he even have charge? No, he doesn't have charge. Definitely 1-1-1 build-ish. He hasn't produced out of Stargate, so what you see is what you get, guys. These Phoenix and these Void Rays are pretty much all you're going to have. I don't know exactly how I would feel about him switching to carriers instead of Colossus. It would have been more immediate. I think that if he went carriers over Colossus in this situation, he would have been able to just win way faster. But of course, there's no denying how good Colossus are, especially against MN. And of course, Phoenix are able to maintain air superiority over Vikings. We do have an engagement going on. Force fields going down, cutting the army in half, exactly like I said in my last cast. Cutting an army in half with force fields is great. Unfortunately, he's still kind of in a good position. The Zealots are really stacking up right here, and they're going to be moving into siege tank line. Fortunately for the Protoss player, I know I'm saying a lot of fortunately, guys, he's able to lift up the siege tanks and buy his units more time. I don't think he's got enough. His Colossus are focusing on buildings like stupid heads. SCVs are coming. That's good. We want the SCVs to come. They're focus firing the Colossus. This will be the first time you ever see a Colossus being taken down by SCVs, guys. I think that might be the only time. So if we look at the units lost real fast, you see that both players are pretty even. Blue's behind, but with his good control earlier, I think he's got a lead, especially right here. So Zealot Colossus is pretty much what he's got going. Let's see, get rid of this L. Zealot Colossus is pretty much what he's got going. His opponent is going for everything. I'm pretty much not even going to tell you what Terran players are doing anymore. They're just doing everything, so a little bit of macro fail by the mule.
Mule. Wash bucket full.
I need to practice that voice. That's one voice I think I should learn. Urskadas Calf watching everything going on. You lagging, brah? And look at this box guy. He's like, that's exactly what he's like. How's that song go? My lyrics are bottomless. Call me the hip hop hippopotamus. My lyrics are bottomless. Definitely not a good position to be in his. Oh my goodness! Real quick. No, those would be probes, I guess. I don't know where his Zealots went. Went a little too heavy on his sentry. He's not going to do enough damage. And his Colossus was really bad. That was a very bad spot to be engaging in. He is warping into more stalkers. His force field should be enough to hold back his opponent. Nice force field usage by the... Look at that. That is really expert force field usage. That's a beautiful... Sorry, I'm like coming right here, guys, but that is the best you could ever lay those force fields down, I think. So, able to hold him back for another spawn of reinforcements, and I hope the Colossus is on its way. He really needs the support from the Colossus. His opponent falls back for some reason. Okay. Hi, how's it going, buddy? Get to the front lines, bitch. Don't just hang around. I think we're going to see some tankage. Little tank-on-tank action. Range 13. Fuck. I hate that 13 range.
Hey guys, I'm just going to go walk over here, okay?
And I wonder if he can see that. Nope, can't see them right there, so I keep clicking the wrong button today. He should be safe to engage if he's... Yeah, he sees him like moving around the perimeter, so he's scanning again. Great, double scan. Why would you scan like right here? Wouldn't it be logical to scan a little over here where he could be? It's like he might be right in front of me. Well, just go walk forward and kill him. Stim before engaging, not the best. Definitely don't want to lose that many units. He's trying to focus fire the Colossus. Good example of pulling an opponent, using your Colossus to die in a more effective way. You can see how his entire Rax force went up and started fighting the Colossus specifically. He just pulled the Colossus back, and his other units were able to take out the units. So in smaller engagements, similar to this, especially when the siege tanks are out of position, you want to pull that Colossus back and let his army get closer to yours. Fortunately, these Vikings are not doing their job. Vikings use Suck, Blink, and Charge are actually really good right here. And so at this point in the game, especially with this much build-up of minerals and gas, I'd actually suggest another tech switch to everything. Finally, after 23 minutes in the game, a Protoss player can go every tech, unless... Man. Great. It's like, oh, dude, this game is getting so hot. And it's like, no. Stupid frames per second. Probably won't finish this cast due to something like lagging up. Great job, Viking, hanging around the ground. Need the stim, I keep saying stim when they stim up. Definitely not what you want to do. Don't focus fire siege tanks like this. Just back up. I mean, it's you want to kill them, but they're not like buildings, so... Landing his Vikings. Vikings are dumb. Pretty much every unit is dumb that the Terran player uses. Getting 2 more gateways. Trying to catch up on his macro. What's going on, guys? I think it's because he's only on 1 base now, and he's building a lot of turrets back here for some reason. So, got a robotics going down. Wouldn't be surprised to see a higher amount of Colossus, but he's actually making Immortals. So, probably to counter the siege tanks, and his opponent is definitely on the Marauder heavy side. I mean, 4 Marines to 5 Marauders. The amount should actually be pretty close to even in an ideal MM army. Of course, supplementing with siege tanks, well, those things are pretty gas expensive too. So, dang, siege tanks are expensive. I feel a lot less bad to losing to them. Although I don't really lose that often to siege tanks because I don't play that often. Ha! You guys never thought I'd pull that card out. Not good Colossus control. This would be an example of a Protoss player that's definitely better with his air control than his Colossus control. And I mean, if he didn't have Vikings, that was actually a great hit. But he does have Vikings, and Vikings are faster, and they have insane range. So yeah, I have to pay for that range upgrade. You don't. But he was able to use once again using the Colossus to kind of get his opponent's army out of position. Great play there. Hopefully this Immortal is focus firing the proper units, and Guardian Shield is actually really effective. It makes its Hardened Shields do take 8 damage. Unfortunately, it's not tanking any damage. It's like,
Man, you don't even know.
I gotta say though, the Terran player's been doing a good job staying on top of his upgrades. That's why his armies aren't dying as much as I want them to. Can you guys kind of feel it? I'm just like wanting his army. I want this to be dead. I want it to be done. My hate has made me powerful.
Dude, your hate has made you like totally powerful. You're not. You don't even know. Okay.
Protoss player probably kind of feeling on the 1 base right now. Really wants to expand, I bet. Poor Zealot just hanging. He's probably the... Nope, he's not that Zealot, so... Just a Zealot hanging out. Over there. Bitch. Not for ire. I kind of like this Immortal change. I mean, it's... Look, see? He's getting way too many Marauders for these Immortals. The Terran player... It's like his build is really well built to fight Colossus. And pretty well to fight High Templar. But it's not well designed to fight Immortals. Or Phoenix, for that matter, realistically. Man, that calf is just... Look at its tail. It's like really freaking me out right now. Stupid Terran players. There we go. Protoss for ire. Dang, look at that ball. That'd be the example of good... Look at that buildup of minerals by the Terran player. That's a lot of minerals. Protoss player's doing way better. I guess it's just because he had so many Immortals. And Immortals destroy Marauders, lol slice. The only smallest thing about Marauders that I always thought would be a nice change would be to make them lose 25 health when they get stemmed, so that Immortals counter them really, really hard. But that's just the way the game is. So I'm happy with the way the game is. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching that cast. I enjoyed casting this game. And like I said, I'm really looking for some more Air versus Terran games. Let me know. Just say Air versus Terran, especially if it's got carriers. I'd love to see carriers. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching my cast. I'm going to try to hell. I always forget till the very end. I don't think I clicked the right